For most of modern military history, air superiority was the golden ticket. Control the skies, and victory followed. From World War II to Desert Storm, the logic was simple. If you could see the enemy, strike them from above, and deny them the same advantage, the war tilted decisively in your favor. But that assumption is breaking. Today, air superiority no longer guarantees victory, and in some conflicts, it doesn't even guarantee momentum. The battlefield has changed. Sensors are everywhere. Precision is cheap, and the air domain is no longer the uncontested high ground it once was. This video breaks down why control of the skies is no longer enough, what has replaced it, and what modern wars are teaching us. Often the hard way. What air superiority used to mean. Air superiority once meant dominance in three areas: detection, destruction, and denial. If you could find enemy forces, destroy them from the air, and prevent them from doing the same to you, you controlled the pace of war. World War II proved this over Europe and the Pacific. Korea and Vietnam reinforced it, and the Gulf War in 1991 seemed to cement it permanently. Coalition aircraft dismantled Iraqi air defenses in days. Enemy armor columns were destroyed almost at will. Ground forces advanced with minimal resistance. The lesson appeared obvious. Win the air war, then win everything else. But that lesson was based on conditions that no longer exist. The cost curve has flipped. One of the biggest changes is cost. Modern aircraft are extraordinarily capable, but they are also extraordinarily expensive. A fifth-generation fighter costs tens of millions of dollars per unit. Its sensors, stealth coatings, maintenance requirements, and training pipelines add even more cost over time. Meanwhile, the systems designed to threaten aircraft are becoming cheaper, smarter, and more numerous. Surface-to-air missiles, passive radar systems, network sensors, and even modified commercial drones now pose real risks to high-end aircraft. When a system costing thousands or even hundreds of dollars can threaten a platform costing millions, the economic logic of air dominance collapses.
Hi guys, be sure to comment below on which modern warfare technology and tactics you would love to see next. See you soon.
Air power is no longer a blunt instrument. It's a scarce, high-value asset that must be carefully rationed. Integrated air defenses are harder to kill. Traditional air defense suppression relied on destroying radar sites and command nodes. That still matters. But modern air defense networks don't rely on a single radar or centralized command. They are layered, mobile, redundant, and often passive. Some systems don't emit at all until the last moment. Others rely on shared data from civilian infrastructure, commercial satellites, or distributed sensors. This makes suppression slower, riskier, and less decisive. You can fly over enemy territory, but that doesn't mean you control it. Airspace denial has replaced airspace control. Ground forces can now hide in plain sight. Air power thrives on visibility, but modern battlefields are saturated with clutter: cities, civilian traffic, electronic noise, and decoys. Ground forces have adapted. They disperse. They hide among civilian infrastructure. They move at night or under weather conditions that degrade sensors. They deploy decoys that force expensive munitions to be wasted. And most importantly, they don't need to mass forces to be effective anymore. Small mobile units equipped with precision weapons can achieve strategic effects without presenting lucrative air targets. Air power struggles against what it cannot see, and modern warfare is designed to remain unseen. Drones have changed everything. Unmanned systems have fundamentally altered the air domain. Small drones provide constant surveillance at a fraction of the cost of manned aircraft. Loitering munitions blur the line between reconnaissance and strike. FPV drones deliver precision effects with minimal logistics. Crucially, these systems operate below traditional air defense thresholds. They are hard to detect, easy to replace, and psychologically exhausting to defend against. Air superiority doesn't stop a swarm of cheap drones. In fact, many modern conflicts show air forces struggling to counter threats that don't look like aircraft at all. The rise of attrition warfare. Air dominance was designed for decisive wars, fast, overwhelming, and technologically asymmetric. But many modern conflicts are not decisive. They are prolonged wars of attrition. In these environments, the question isn't, can you strike the enemy? It's, can you sustain operations longer than they can? Aircraft require maintenance, fuel, trained pilots, spare parts, and secure bases. Drones and ground-based systems require far less. Attrition favors systems that can be replaced quickly, not those that must be preserved at all costs. Air superiority becomes a support tool, not a war-ending solution. Information and electronic warfare matter. More control of the air doesn't mean control of information. Modern wars are fought across electromagnetic and cognitive domains. Jamming, spoofing, cyber attacks, and information operations can degrade air power without firing a shot. If sensors are blinded, data links disrupted, or targeting corrupted, aircraft lose much of their advantage. Victory now depends on system of systems dominance, not platform dominance. The aircraft is just one node in a much larger network, and networks can be attacked in many ways. Air power still matters, but it's not enough. This doesn't mean air superiority is irrelevant. It still enables freedom of movement, strategic strikes, and protection of key assets. But it no longer guarantees victory on its own. Wars are now won by integration: air, ground, maritime, cyber, space, logistics, and information working together. The side that adapts fastest, replaces losses cheapest, and integrates domains most effectively wins, not the side with the most advanced aircraft. The new reality of modern war, the myth of automatic victory through air dominance, is dangerous. It encourages overinvestment in exquisite systems while neglecting resilience, adaptability, and mass. Modern warfare rewards redundancy over perfection, distribution over concentration, sustainability over shock. Air superiority is no longer a finish line. It's just one piece of a much larger, much messier puzzle. Closing the skies still matter, but they no longer decide wars by themselves. Victory today belongs to forces that understand this shift and build their strategies accordingly. If you control the air, but lose the ground, the networks, and the will to sustain the fight, you don't control the war.